the Asian Hun Empire, Teoman and Mete Khan. In the 3rd century BCE, across the vast steppes of Central Asia, the Huns ruled. At that time, the Huns lived a nomadic life, divided into separate tribes. They traveled on horseback, hunted, and made their living through livestock. A unified state had not yet been established. Meanwhile, China was known as a powerful empire with a settled lifestyle and strict governance. However, the Huns to the north of China often launched raids into Chinese territories. To stop these incursions, the Chinese Emperor Qin Shi Huang ordered the completion of the Great Wall of China. Yet, even this magnificent wall could not fully stop the Hun attacks. At that time, Teoman was the leader of the Huns. He united the smaller tribes around him and formed a large and formidable army for the first time. Teoman was given the title Xiongnu, meaning Great Ruler. This event is considered the foundation of the Asian Hun Empire. Teoman's son, Mete, was raised as a warrior from a young age. However, due to rivalries over the throne, Teoman sent him away to an enemy tribe as punishment. Despite this exile, Mete's intelligence and courage helped him escape and return. Upon his return, he gained his father's trust by forming a powerful army of his own. Mete introduced innovative and disciplined military training. He organized his soldiers into units of teens, hundreds, and thousands, the first example of a structured military system in Turkic history. He also invented a special type of arrow known as the whistling arrow. When fired, these arrows produced a sharp sound that guided his soldiers to the target instantly. Through this, Mete ensured complete obedience and coordination within his army. To test the loyalty of his soldiers, Mete performed a shocking act. He ordered them to shoot his horse, then his wife, and finally his father. When his men followed each command without hesitation, Mete took his father's place as ruler. In 209 BCE, Mete Khan ascended to the throne, marking the foundation of the first known Turkic state, the Asian Hun Empire. Once in power, Mete united the scattered Turkic tribes under a single banner, creating a powerful empire. He brought major northern tribes such as the Kyrgyz, Tinglan, and Yuezhi under his rule. Growing stronger, he turned his attention to China, which he saw as a persistent threat. Using brilliant military tactics, the Hun army invaded Chinese territories, eventually forcing the Chinese Empire to pay tribute to the Huns. This became known as the first recorded diplomatic relationship between the Turks and the Chinese. Mete Khan was not only a great warrior, but also a wise ruler. Under his reign, the Huns engaged in trade and lived with discipline and order. During his time, the Huns became the most powerful and organized empire in Central Asia. The military system Mete established would later serve as a model for the Gök Turks and other Turkic states centuries later. In 174 BCE, Mete Khan passed away. The empire he founded marked the emergence of the Turkic people onto the stage of world history. He left behind a timeless legacy, teaching future generations the importance of unity, discipline, and determination. In the next part of our story, we will continue with the rise of the European Huns and the legendary ruler known as Attila, the Scourge of God. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned.